This Tattersalls Ireland maiden race for 4-year-old geldings as they head away on the run towards the first. Its daring plan is going to be prominent in the purple jacket, with Isola de Vivienne in the black on the outside. Further back behind these to find the green cap of Flash in the Car, who in turn is followed as they continue their run by Association Dallier, who in turn is tracked by Casey Dutton, blue jacket with the yellow sleeves. Free the Lion is next, and they in turn are followed, and Casey Dutton has unseated the rider at fence number 1 as they make their way into the bend. Tom Hamilton is quickly to his feet, rounding the bend and preparing to make their way into the back straight. And up front, it is showing the way. It is Daring Plan who has the advantage, being followed by Isola de Vivienne, and there in turn being followed by Flash in the Park, who in turn is followed by Association Dallier, who next up comes Free the Lion, and they're being followed by the horse with the orange cap, that's Dave the Russian, and towards the back of the field in the early part of the race at this point is I Don't Know. So as they begin now to make their way on towards fence number 3, middle one down along the back straight, and up front it's Daring Plan who has the advantage and leads them over, being followed in second by Isola de Vivienne. They're being followed further back by Flash in the Park in company with Association Dallier, who in turn is followed by Free the Lion, and then towards the back of the field are the two stable companions in the orange cap, Dave the Russian, and the oval back marker is I Don't Know. So they begin now to make their end. It's going to take them on the uphill climb and back towards the straight in our 4-year-old geldings, and it is Daring Plan who has the advantage as they begin to make the bend into the straight, being followed in second by Isola de Vivienne. They're being followed by that's Flash in the Park, who in turn is followed by Association Dallier as they come down towards fence number 4. Association Dallier is followed next in the field by Free the Lion in company within the orange jacket, in the orange cap is Dave the Russian, and the oval back marker is I Don't Know. Come up to pass the post, 2 complete circuits ahead of them, and it's Isola de Vivienne who just about has the advantage, being followed in second by Daring Plan, and they're being followed by Association Dallier, who in turn is tracked on the inside between horses races the Son of Walk in the Park, that is Flash in the Park, who in turn is followed out over their next fence by Free the Lion. Now they make their way into the bend that's going to take them towards the back straight again, and out front it is Daring Plan who has the advantage under Dan Nevin, being followed in second by Isola de Vivienne and Barry O'Neill, who in turn is followed by Flash in the Park and Brian Lawless. Next up comes Free the Lion, and that who is the mount of Mikey Sweeney, who in turn is followed out over that next fence by Association Dallier and Finney Maguire. Towards the back of the field, the two stable companions keep company. In the white cap, we have I Don't Know, and Jack Hendrick, and the oval back marker continues to be Dave the Russian and Jack Hendrick. I Don't Know the mount to Jamie Scallon. So they clear their second fence down along the back straight and come on to race down along towards the end of the back straight, and up front it is still Isola de Vivienne who has the advantage, being followed in second by Daring Plan. They're being followed by Flash in the Park, who in turn is followed by Free the Lion. Next up then comes the Doyle winner with the white cap, that is I Don't Know, who in turn is followed as they make their way around the bend by towards the back of the field races Association Dallier, and also towards the back at this point is Dave the Russian. But as they come into the straight now towards their next fence, and it's Isola de Vivienne who is over safely and has the advantage under Barry O'Neill. They're being followed by Daring Plan with Flash in the Park down the outside next. Further back behind these to Free the Lion in the checked colours, white and red, who in turn has been followed by the white cap of I Don't Know, Association Dallier, and just a slap down the shoulder for Dave the Russian, who's always been towards rear. Going out in their final circuit, they have 5 more fences left to be jumped in this 4-year-old Geldings Maiden, and still showing the way, it is Isola de Vivienne who lands with the advantage from Daring Plan, and they're being followed further back by Free the Lion as they make their way into the bend. And behind Free the Lion then races I Don't Know in company with his stable companion, that's Dave the Russian, and the overall back marker is now Association Dallier. So they're heading now down on the back straight towards the fence that is out of view, and it is a solo de Vivienne with Daring Plan and Flash of the Park up on the outside. As they come back into view, it's Daring Plan who's come back through the lead from Flash in the Park, and they're being followed by Free the Lion, who in turn is followed by a solo de Vivienne with I Don't Know, Dave the Russian, and a Susan Dallier. But as they make their way towards the end of the back straight, they'll shortly be turning and beginning to make the bend back towards home on the climb. But running down towards the end of the back straight, it is Daring Plan who has the advantage from Flash in the Park. They're being followed back in third by Free the Lion, and they're getting away from I Don't Know, who's been followed by a staying on a Susan Dallier, and they're being followed by Dave the Russian. And towards the back of the field now has Isola de Vivienne has dropped out. But now they begin to make their way into the bend and straighten on up towards their final two fences, and out front it is Flash in the Park who's come through under Brian Lawless and has gone well clear, over a couple of lengths clear over Daring Plan. But as they come out over this second lap, there's Flash in the Park from Daring Plan. I Don't Know is trying to stay in into third, and they're being followed by Free the Lion. But final fence for Flash in the Park, who is safely out over it and clear by a good 10 lengths or so, and on the way up towards the line it's going to be Flash in the Park who's going to win this very easily, and this is impressive. Flash in the Park wins easily for Brian Lawless, and Donica Doyle back in second second is going to go to Daring Plan. They were followed in by Free the Lion, and who in turn was followed in by I Don't Know, Association Dallier, and Dave the Russian. Pulling up before the second last was a solo de Vivienne.